Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're going to cover the pro final round of the White Cliffs 9-hole cup tournament. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, please become one. That would be awesome. Secondly, if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button there just to show a little appreciation. All right. So, in rookie and in pro, I ruined my chances to banner. All my fault. I was right there in the running. Right now, both my accounts on pro are sitting in the top 5, but one hole cost me on each one. All right. Let's go ahead and dig into this right now. So hole number 1, 10% at max. We're going to go really with as much topspin as you can, combined with as much side spin to the right. You can play this with your APOC. You can play this with your extra mile, whatever club you're comfortable with. With this wind angle blowing from left to right, we don't have to have all the curl the APOC has. The extra mile full curl works just fine with no issues here. You see we bounce from fairway to fairway, and we just have a lot of real estate to work with when it comes to this hole. So a pretty easy drive as far as that goes. That's going to bring us in for shot number 2. We're going to be playing with the runner again, and this one's playing exactly 20% at mid. So this shot's nice. It's a good drop. Definitely a great way to get the tournament started. So here you see, like I said, 20%. I'm playing it at true club, exactly mid-distance of the runner here. Perfect shot, and this ball's going to drop for a very solid start to our final round. Tyson, the hole number 2. Hole number 2 here, I want you to try to play this one 45% at max. I know it seems like a high number. Totally get it. But if we take a look at this here, so we're using a power 3 ball, okay? 4.5 mile per hour wind, 20-45. So that would mean we would pull 6.7 rings if we were playing 45% at max. You'll notice here I've got 2 bars of side spin to the left. And there's where we're aiming as far as ball guideline goes. Almost the corner of that dark green square. Left-hand side is where the ball guideline is. Now you'll see here, 4, 5. I pulled this one only 6 rings. We missed by almost a full green square to the right. That's why I'm suggesting we pull this one a little bit more than what I did. All right, that's going to take us on here to hole number 3. Hole number 3, we're going to play with a Berserker. We're going to play 10% at max on the drive. Now, we're using the Berserker here because we're getting back-to-back headwind, which just makes this hole a lot more difficult to deal with. But the good news is, as long as you execute the drive, this one's a pretty easy eagle to pick up. Here you see I go with about half a ball of overpower and then full curl to the left. We hit a perfect ball. And she's going to roll in really nicely onto the green, leaving us for shot number 2, which is played 10% at max. You see I back my target up a little bit so that I can properly pull my rings because it starts you off at max distance. And with 8.5 mile per hour headwind, you want to make sure you can pull these rings properly. Which we do here. We get that perfect ball. And this thing moves really nicely onto the green, getting us very close to an albatross. Would have been a lucky one to drop, but hey, it's there for sure. All right, hole number 4, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to play a shot that I think I've only done one time ever on a tournament walkthrough. We're going to play a sand bump with a quarterback. So let's talk about it for a second, because I know this is going to scare a lot of people. but this is actually a pretty solid shot. Here we're going to go with a little bit more than 4 bars of topspin. Now we're going to play a quarterback. We're going to play this 10% at maximum distance of our club, and I know that we're actually at minimum distance, but we need to pull this one max numbers. It's just the way the shot is working out. So here we go, about 4.2 top, and we're going to call this a sliver of side spin to the left, quarterback and a navigator. You're going to see here I have my full yellow ring inside the sand. I'm almost like in the corner left-hand side of that sand trap. You see where I'm at? You can see the ball guideline is just short of the fringe. There's a good angle at it right there. So you see here, I pulled this one about 7 rings, maybe 7-1. Perfect ball. Ball comes out of the sand, and we come very, very close to getting that one to drop. Hey, since we're only using a navigator ball, which is very, very cheap to buy with gyms, you may have hundreds of them sitting around, that might be a good shot there to take to the practice round and use a couple tokens to try to get that one dialed in, because that sand bump is definitely there for a really good opportunity for a hole-in-one, and you are not going to see a lot of opponents pick this one up. So if you can dial that one in, significant advantage in your pro final round. Okay, I'm going to take us on here to hole number 5. Hole 5, as much topspin as you can, for me, combined with as much side spin to the left. Very easy drive as far as this goes, of course, as long as you hit perfect. We're not using any overpower. We hit a perfect ball. And you can see here, again, lots of real estate to work with. Easy drive as long as you hit perfect. Now, we're going to go here, 10% at max. I'm going to go full top spin with my Cataclysm and full side spin to the left. Because you remember, this is the hole that ruined me on rookie. Somehow I rolled into the bunker with a perfect ball, just barely. And that's going to cost me a banner in rookie, but that's okay. On pro here, I just aimed more left. Got this thing up the fairway. And of course, that's going to leave us for a very easy chip in, which is going to look like this. That's the wind angle. You all know what to do with your wedge here. We're just going full top spin, aiming at the hole, and we're good to go. All right, don't need to spend too much time on that. Okay, now here's what I'm going to say about hole number 6, okay? This is the hole that cost me on pro because I drove both of my accounts into the rough like an idiot. But I do have a replay to show you here from the qualifying round that you guys didn't see in my original qualifying video because I had thought that I was going to make the cut on day 1, but I didn't. I actually missed qualifying on day 1 with this account. Got to play it again late last night and picked up the eagle. Now, you're going to say, well, what about the wind angle? Doesn't the wind angle change? It does, but barely, okay? So this is the qualifying wind angle right here. All right, so a little bit, almost exactly crosswind. Today, you're going to get this. You're going to get tailwind mixed with crosswind from right to left. All right, so it's such a small difference that these shots are going to play very much the same. That's why I'm showing you this. Since we are getting wind today that is more tailwind, but it's still blowing from right to left, we're going to play the exact same drive that we did in qualifying. That makes this pretty easy. You see here again, about half a ball of overpower with quite a bit of curl to the right. Now here I even hit a great shot to the left, and this shot was still just fine. What happened to me today is I hit a great right on both of my accounts. So instead of hitting the first fairway and rolling up like you see here, I just rolled through the rough, which was fine. It was still easy to pick up the birdie, but it killed my opportunity to pick up the eagle. So that's what stinks. But regardless, the wind angle on shot number 2, again, is going to be very, very similar. It's not identical, but it's very similar to the qualifying round. So this time I'm going to go with the thorn. Now, you saw in my original qualifying video, I tried to use a in-bringer shot, and it didn't work out well. So this time I decided to go minimum distance with my thorn at 10% elevation, even though the shot is uphill. It's very strange that this worked out at 10%, but it did, and it does go into the hole. So this is a way to play it. And you can see there, we're basically dead center, and you might be able to drop that one in for an eagle, okay? It's going to take us on to hole number 7. Hole number 7, I'm playing 10% at maximum distance here. We're going to go with the Katana full side spin to the right with about 2 bars of backspin. Here, the thing you have to be wary of is this green. It glitches your ball guideline, okay? It's there, disappears, there, disappears. But here you can see I'm leaving it about 1 green square short of the pin. And even though this shot is significantly downhill, I'm only pulling 10%. Keep in mind, the wind is blowing from left to right, but we're still going to miss to the left-hand side. So what does that mean to us? Well, the thing is, when we pull our elevation on this hole, we're pulling to the left, okay? We're pulling the opposite of the way the wind is blowing. At only 10%, we're still missing by a mile to the left. I don't have a lot of advice for you on this hole, as believe it or not, this was the closest of my 2 shots. As you can see, I ended up matching against myself here. But, yeah, I don't know. Easy birdie, but you could try being really, really silly and playing this one uphill, like minus 10%. You know, I'm just afraid there that if we use the same angle, you know, you might not pull enough rings. So this one is stumping me on this wind angle. Should have practiced with it, but I didn't. So, you know, that's that. Takes us on to hole number 8. Hole number 8, we're going to play 10% at max. Again, this one's an easy drive. We're just doing the bounce over. You know, we're going to call this 3.3 bars of top spin combined with 1 bar of side spin to the left using a Katana. Regular shot, no OP. Okay, we drive this one up the fairway. Leaves us for shot number 2. Shot number 2, I want you to try to play this one 0% at mid, because you're going to see me play this one 10% at mid. You see here 1 bar of side spin to the right, about 3 bars of backspin. Ball guideline going through the pin. Again, this is played 10% basically at mid. I want you to try to play at 5%, or I want you to try to play at 0%. I apologize, 0%. And the reason I want you to take a little bit of elevation off is because we end up missing this one to the same side that we pull. So we need to reduce some elevation here or take off, you know, the side spin to the right. Or, I'm sorry, the side spin to the left. You know, whatever you want to do there, completely up to you. So you can mess around with the elevation or you can play less side spin. This takes us on to hole number 9. Hole number 9 is an easy eagle. Again, as long as you execute the drive, this one's pretty simple. Hey, I really hope that you enjoyed watching my pro walkthroughs. I know I picked up quite a few subscribers since I was the only one who, you know, that I saw that put out rookie and pro content. I'm sure there's some other people that did, but I know that I've had some comments saying people are new to my channel. So I appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Please give the video a thumbs up. That is important to us. And as you can see, I have one hater who logs into like 6 or 7 different YouTube accounts. It's the same person who just thumbs down me nonstop. So, you know, obviously that person has a lot of time on their hands. And they only started doing that once I was offered to join Team Tommy. So if you can hit that thumbs up button to outrun the hater, that would be really cool too. And hey, if you like my content, if I helped you, you know, on this 9-hole cup. You know, I know it's just a little tournament. The prizes aren't huge. But if you'd like to show your appreciation for my time and efforts, there's always a link to my PayPal in the comment section. You know, that would be awesome. Or you can even become a member of my channel if you would like. If you don't know, I'm a big animal advocate. Part of my membership proceeds, we donate, well, I donate, you know, to help animals that in need. So rescue clinics, shelters, anything that, you know, goes towards animal, wildlife, and preservation, I'm a big advocate for. So I try to do something good with our platform here. You can become a member in the description below. On this shot number 2, we just played it 1 for 1 with some curl. just trying to get ourselves onto the green. Hey, that's it, everybody. Best of luck. Let me know how you do in the comments, and I will see you next week for a full tournament. Thank you for watching.